Christopher, no ordinary AI in this ball. Every culture and philosophy, I've read up on them all. I've been living in your shadow for 99999, keeping tabs on every machination and production line. So don't call me a moron, I'm super astute. There is no conundrum that my core cannot compute. No, don't call me a moron, you fostered balloon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. I have studied Machiavelli, Aristotle, Gabe and Plato, yet you still equate my intellect to that of a potato. This place would fall apart without my ever watchful eye. They might tell you I'm a half-wit, it's a great big bloody lie. So don't call me a moron, I'm super astute. There is no conundrum that my core cannot compute. No, don't call me a moron, you fostered balloon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. I know my way around here, every catwalk, every cave. And since you're dead, I've quite appreciated not being your slave. Maybe someday I might get to taste the big time for a change. There's so much I'd do for science here, so much I'd rearrange. So don't call me a moron, I'm super astute. There is no conundrum that my core cannot compute. No, don't call me a moron, you fostered balloon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. spins to and fro, a flicker of wild eyes. She's losing control, the shimmer of white skies. I'm haunted at night by her cry. Yeah, I'm frozen cold.
The shimmer of white skies. I spin to and fro, a flicker of wild eyes. Yes, I can control the shimmer of white skies. The world I no longer define. Shall reign over bitter white skies.
Swinging hard towards the outside. Smash the walls of the clock timber. Overcoming the confines. Back and forth on the pendulum. Swinging hard towards the outside. Smash the walls of the clock timber. Overcoming the confines.
Brave the snow through the pillars of the pale. Rest your feet, come and listen to the tales. Raise your mark to the legends of the frost. Through our songs they will never be lost. Tales that will never be lost. Legends of the frost.
Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 1 between Phoenix Rising Moonstone and Wait Till 10. So we do have a couple of bands to start us out before we actually get to the map pick. Although those of you with eyeballs that work can actually look at the screen right now and figure out what map is being picked. Look at you being super smart. We have Phoenix Rising Moonstone winning the flip and going with first pick. They do go ahead and get rid of Battlefield of Eternity and Volskaya. Wait till 10, decide they don't want Curse of the Hollow and Infernal Shrines. So that means we actually don't have to deal with any of the Diablo maps. The most often picked maps in the map pool. I am so happy. I have to cast those maps all the heckin' time, and I am glad for a break. Ban them out. I love you. I will love you guys forever if you ban them out. Thank you very much. You guys are amazing. Red Face Beach, what the heck? How are you just now following me? I am offended. Everyone boo this man just now. We are going to be going to Tomb of the Spider Queen, the smallest map of the map pool. This is definitely a map that we see is very, very, very rotation heavy. We're going to see a lot of moves, a lot of shakes, a lot of blasts, a lot of bakes. And we're getting to draft right about now, so let us go. Hi. We have blue team getting first ban because like I already said, they've got first ban and first pick, so that's just something you should expect. Also, I just want to show this off because it's hilarious. If I were if I was like in the game, this is my draft blocker. It's hilarious. Boop boop. Yeah, quit looking at my draft. Screw you guys. But you guys can look at it now. We are in the delayed cast. It is absolutely okay. Bum, 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 ba, da, 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 da. Blue team's taking a long time to ban. Would you go to Anduin being banned out first and foremost? That basically says that Moonstone is looking for an engage comp. They want to look at someone, they want to kill them until they die. And once they do that, they do not want freaking fun police Anduin coming in and be like, you know what? I know how you stun this, you want to kill this person, but whoop. Alright, we do have the weird second pick, so we're going to ban the Joe. It's basically required nowadays. It's part of the law. Alright. A little bit of a healer choke coming out of Moonstone so far. A little bit of respect going over to Lady... I believe Lady Rodin is their healer. Cat? Crazy animal? It's like, do not get around the computer when I'm casting. It's illegal. It's not allowed. Would you go and have the second ban just about come out of here for wait till 10? Who are they? Are they going to continue to tank choke? They are. They say there's a lot of emphasis on we don't want you breaking stuns and we don't want you saving people. So they've already banned Johanna. Let's get rid of the engage tank. A new bracket level 20 can keep someone stunned for a solid 8 seconds with perfect timing. That's ridiculous. Actually, even longer than that if you include Cocoon. I'm just including the, you know, spikes, and then the burrow, then the reset, then the spikes, then the burrow. Bum, 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 ba, da, 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 da. Alright, we do have Valhalla coming out of T-Cat. T3 Cat. I never say the 3. The 3 is like mythological. We have Ronan coming out with Varian. Interesting, a little bit scary. Like, Varian is a very, very good engage tank, so they may be trying to take that away from their opponents. But what scares me about it is that Varian has a very, very, very direct and obvious way of play. And to do that with only one hero on the enemy team, like, it's relatively easy to be like, okay, well, we know how they're going to engage, so let's just draft heroes that don't go into it. Vala is a good target for that, to be sure. Alright, and yeah, indeed, we do have Garrosh come out, so we're like, okay, run forward, we're going to throw you into the back line, and then body block you for days. Garrosh versus Varian, not a good engagement for Varian. Little taunts for days, going back and forth. You're going to look at me? Well, you're going to look at me! Malfurion coming out from a hot like summer. Or if you want to be technical, it's put like summer. I know what it's supposed to be. I'm smart. We have Kale Thoughts coming out with the ban. Not actually interested in banning out neither team having picked up their offlane. Both teams picking up their tank and their healer. We do have the Taiki being banned out. Obviously, Taiki is a very, very, very good counter to Garrosh. His armor does not work against percent damage, and Tychus has made a percent damage. And Cat? I don't know if you know this, but you are allowed to not,
Here we go again.
I was like, I want to go and mess with the computer, and I'm like, no. Not allowed. So I was wrong. Lady Rona is not the healer. Lady Ronan's going to be a time wizard unless there's some sort of like reversal that goes on. We do have Junkrat as the second displacer beast. Oh, Junkrat's going to make it very, very, very uncomfortable for Varian. We also do have Stitch coming out with the Urel. So you're the offlaner, Hannibal. What do you draft into the Urel? That is the question. It's hot like summer, not hot girl summer. Jeez, Ekdar. Okay, Malthael, I like it. Malthael does do a very, very well at level 4. Does struggle a little bit because you can't really last rice Urel. Urel can just press R, and I think Urel also R has about the same cooldown. It's one of those things that if Malthael actually gets it stacked, then Malthael can bully Urel, but you have to get it stacked first. Cat? My cat is insane. But farewell, farewell. I will see you in game. I'll get the prediction up and I will ninja vanish. A little bit mistimed. Okay, somebody apparently has a potato. Here we go. Okay, we're loading in now. I was like, that took forever. Oh, it looks like it's T-Cat. Everyone point and look at T-Cat. Yeah, I know, Ekta, but here's the thing. There actually is a Hot Girl Summer. That is the Discord ID for Sarah Lynn for Yavapai. So, you got to keep it straight.
The battle begins shortly.
All right. We're coming in here right about now. We do have Vala leaving and rejoining. It looks like we are good to go. Zoom out just a little bit. Coming in on the blue side of the battlefield, representing Phoenix Rising Moonstone. We are going to go ahead and have Stitch playing the Urel, T-Cat playing that Valala. We do have Mesos on the Garage, Hot Like Summer on Malfurion, and Stoic coming in on the Junkarat. They are your team in blue, Phoenix Rising Moonstones, the Principality of Punishment. On the other side of the battlefield, we do have opposing them, Wait Till 10, the Warriors of W Word. The Warriors of Winning. That's what we'll go. I'm going to stop doing that voice. It kind of bothers me a little bit. We do go ahead and get the Ronin coming in on the Varian. Iceman going to be on a very ice-themed Lunara. I do appreciate that. We have Lady Ronin on Chromie. Tantrum coming out on Stukov. And then Hannibal at the bottom. We do have Hannibal on the Malthael. Yeah, I got back just in time to watch someone get absolutely bazoned. I'm guessing that was a throw coming from the Mesos, but I don't know. I'm pressing B and it's not going back. I don't know why. T-Cat looking very, very, very low. There's another throw. Ronan in the middle of a lot of pain. And here comes from Falling Sands. Varian, you are not a real hero yet. Why are you that far forward? Do you believe in Varian and survivability? Before level 4, you really shouldn't. That didn't really work. Oh, and here comes... Man, these guys are ruthless. Hannibal... Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Hannibal teleported away just in time. You, sir? My hat's off to you. Look at you doing a little dance. You're going to be down at the bottom of the map. Going ahead and picking up the Siege Giants. A lot of damage coming in. Here comes the Iceman. Does look like they want to get bottom camp and go ahead and just push hard into this. Is Phoenix Rising Moonstone. We do go ahead and have boulders being chucked by our amazing giants. Not looking at their own camp at this point. They just want to push this advantage. Varian is still not a real boy yet. We do have Iceman waiting in the wings. Hannibal almost gets booped out, but not quite. Going to go ahead and teleport back to the Hall of Storms. Ronan falls back. Is going to get stopped, but will not be pulled back. And is a real boy now. TCAT very low. TCAT, by the way, did go ahead and go for Queen of the Hunter at level 1. Is up to 23 stacks so far. Has not died. We also do go to have Taste for Explosions coming out in Junkrat at level 4. Warbreaker on the... and Lion's Maw on our 2 warriors. And then once again for the first time. I'm in a good mood, can you tell? Because if you can't tell, get help. I don't know what to tell you. I think it's pretty obvious. Oh, here is Stitch. Stitch goes in nicely around. Is trying to run away, and it's like, there's an Angel of Death down there. That's not a direction I want to go. Alright, the Malfield did go ahead and take Dia alone, so should be laning pretty well into this URL. Not likely to get a kill, but definitely will not get bullied away. It's fine. Yes, did you know that's not going to happen? Here comes Ronan coming in, but there's a lot of rotation. Hannibal a lot of problems. Nice boot back. Stitch very low. Malfield's going in and getting out of here. I do think here comes the move out on the other side. Break on through to the other side. Oh, definitely. That is the solo tank you never go smash. We are sitting at level 6 for both teams. A little bit of experience lead for Phoenix Rising Moonstone at the moment. We are going back and forth. Ronan goes through, throws Chuck Sand. TCAT very low, down to about 130 health. Turn-in is available for Phoenix Rising, not quite available for Wait Till 10. And now, as we see the little glowing down here at the bottom corner, that does show us that we don't even have to do math. But meanwhile, we do have a pick-off onto the Yrel at the bottom. Does not have her R button yet. There's the taunt coming out. Meso's going to head and go get a lot of damage done. Is being poisoned to death at the moment. Is trying to go away. Malfurion, can you save him? Can you save him? Can you save him? The answer is yes, but while I'm watching that, we do have a Stoic getting taken out by the enemy team. Meso's not able to protect because he was busy trying not to get poisoned to death. Fun fact, Garrosh being saved from being poisoned to death without Anduin even being in the game. That's a WoW lore joke if you don't understand it. Kai Berries would know what I'm talking about. Chromie does get taken out. I'm in the wrong part of the battlefield. Meso's super low. Meso's just living at, like, that's when you see 48 armor, that means he's at 4% health. But we do go ahead and have the web weavers pushing in all over the place. Pushing in walls all over the place. Saying Vala, Vala, lost her stacks. Okay, not really lost her stacks. That's not the correct phrasing, but definitely took a big old bunch of damage to the face. Mesos is back. It's not Diablo, so is back at full health. Does not have to regain souls or anything. And is great at managing people with his anger.
Destroy their constructs. Reclaim the gems of my power. Show no mercy.
Alright, we do have the Riptire going in. Goes ahead and explodes onto Lady Rowan's flank. Both teams do have level 10 at this point. That's why we saw the Riptire go out. For those of you that may not keep up with things, we have Warlord's Challenge, Ardent Defender, Riptire, Rain of Vengeance, and Trick Willie on the side of Phoenix Rising. For the side of Wait Till 10, we do have Warbringer, Thornwood Vine, Last Rites, Flowing Sands, and Flailing Swide. We do have blue web weavers about to spawn in Phoenix Rising Moonstone's base. Hannibal down here does see 3 people in the lane against him. But meanwhile, we got an engage. Meso's getting a lot of damage. Taunt comes down. And we do have the Orc going down. They are running in here. This may be a bad idea. It is 4 versus 4, but here comes Hannibal into the side. T-Cat going to go ahead, and yep, there was the last rights used. There's Volley losing her second stack of her level 1, Creed of the Hunter. Down to 15% bonus attack speed at this point. We also do, of course, have that 1 stack on Last Rites. It will be back in 40 seconds. They're trying to collapse on Hannibal a little bit. It looks like Hannibal will be okay. Ronan comes through. Mesos does get the stun, but it's like, I'm very, very close to towers. I can't really run in there. There's a Ronan right there that will just taunt me in tower range, and that is very, very, very unhealthy for Garrosh. Garrosh's biggest defense is his armor, so getting hit by armor reducing cannonballs, not the best. Alright, both sides picking up their camp right now, ready to move forward. It is 3-5, actually advantage for Wait Till 10. At the beginning of this game, I really, really thought this was going to be a little bit of a roll by Phoenix Rising, but they have definitely turned that around. Phoenix Rising very, very quickly picked up 2 kills, but then Varian became a real hero. We have Lunara down here going and picking this up. Lunara did not take the extra damage to structures and minions. So a little bit longer to pick this up. Meanwhile, in the middle, there is 4 of them. It is 5 versus 4. 5 versus 4, but they don't realize Lunara's not there. And we do have a second web weaver phase. Now here's the thing, keep in mind that the red mid fort is already gone, or the blue mid fort is already taken out by the red team. None of these forts actually went down. And it does look like they are paying attention to boss lane. They're like, this is the lane that will lead us to victory. What happened? Like, all of them were here? I'm very confused about that interaction. Malfield, did you... No, there's not another stack. I don't know what happened. Sometimes I feel bad whenever there's a kill that happens and I don't actually get a chance to watch it. But in that case, like, no. No one could predict that. There's the taunt coming down onto a Loktosh Garrosh. Oh, we do not actually get the last rights on the Mesos. I think it would have killed him. Malfield is down below in a little bit of a sticky situation. Walking into 2 heroes and decides, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe that's a bad idea.
The hour of the spider closes.
Now that Yrel has Ardent Defender, it is kind of an interesting game between her and Malthael. Because whenever Yrel gets low, Malthael can't press R. Because obviously you'll just like prevent the damage with Ardent Defender. But at the same time, Yrel can't use Ardent Defender because all Malthael has to do is wait until, you know, maybe a second into Ardent Defender and then use R. So that it gets used as soon as Ardent Defender falls, and then you just walk away. If you're not doing any damage, Ardent Defender won't heal Yrel. They're kind of both in a situation where they have to save their ults. There's the taunt coming down, and there we have. Malthael gets another hit. Meso's not able to survive last rites. Going on TCAT, trying to look at this. There is the silence. Varian wants this, and there is a, I think, third kill coming down on TCAT. Let's find out. Vala has indeed died 3 times. Look at me paying attention. I know what I'm talking about. 8 kills right now for wait till 10. And they have gotten to 10, so there's no more waiting. They're going straight to boss. I'm going to go ahead and put pressure in this top lane. Their opponents almost have turn in, but they're down 2 people and they don't want to move out on the map, which I do not blame them. Makes a lot of sense to make that decision. Or Malthael teleported in right before the circular stun, and he's like, well, crap. Alright, here comes a lot of other stuff. Ronan goes in and gets booped forward. Meso's, Ronan is in a lot of trouble, but Meso's in even more trouble. Once again, Last Rites gets used, and once again, Last Rites gets a stack. We're up to 3 at this point. Lady Ronan just go ahead and use the stasis. Riptire moving forward. Tries to go ahead and swipe that out, but not going to do it. But we do have the first keep of the game falling against the might of Wait Till 10. TCAT going ahead and just getting absolutely obliterated. That is the 4th kill. Vala only has 5% of increased attack speed at this point. I was worried about the ability of Wait Till 10 with Varian and his very, very, very transparent attack path, but I was worried about the wrong team 1000%. Yrel? Okay, I was like, Yrel? That only delays? That doesn't stop? Right, click the core! Click the core! I can just imagine comms right now. A lot of damage onto Yrel. Yrel does go down, but so does the core. The boss stays up, the core does not, and game number 1 does go in favor of Wait Till 10. So, looking at things at the beginning of the match, in terms of healing, very, very, very even. Tantrum doing 39,000, Hot Like Summer doing 36,000 over the course of the match. If you're like, well, Hot Like Summer could do more, I mean, Hot Like Summer, it's close. I actually expected that to be opposite. I was setting up for a point, and then the point didn't happen. But the thing is, Stukov does direct immediate healing, Malfurion does healing over time, but against the comp that Wait Till 10 had, where they're just much, much more interested in blowing you up in a 1/10 of a second, Malfurion doesn't really have time to heal because the person's dead. We do go in and get Iceman leading in damage, 36,000. Stoic coming out with 29,000, and Hannibal actually coming in 3rd with 28,000. In terms of the experience, we do have Hannibal leading the race, followed up by Stitch. Talents-wise, here we are. You only get to see a full build from Chromie because these teams were not playing around. We were speedrunning this game, and they did a great job on it. So here we go. Fantastic. I will see you guys in just a second for game number 2. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Enjoy this amazing music for a Miracle of Sound, and we'll be back in a moment.
Tales that will never be lost, kept in the legends of the frost. Tales that will never be lost, kept in the legends of the frost. Once and always a part of history, long remembered.
same old dreams. There's a million fools, stacks of green and swimming pools. And I used to swear upon wisdom. You got brains to spare, you gotta give some. I kick back a flame, my ignition. It's time to ride. When I need to feel alive, I just get in my car and drive. When life it starts to break my stride, I just get in my car.
Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to game number 2 here on Dragonshire. This is the map of offlane domination. It is one of my 2 favorite maps. Everyone should know what my other favorite map is, and if you don't, do you even know me? I am like offended by the premonition you wouldn't know what my favorite map is. I do not make it a secret. We have Lunara being banned out by Wait Till 10, or against Wait Till 10. Definitely do not want to deal with the Hoppy Dear Bestier. Johanna once again banned. As you can see, we do have first pick being taken by Freeze Rising Moonstone. Not really surprising. They did lose the match, and usually first pick's a little bit of a higher priority for the teams in basically every division I've cast. I do feel, and a lot of the team, that people do not respect map pick. Like, it's better than people give it credit for, but still, first pick's a little better. So we do go and have Brightwing being taken out against Tantrum. Same bands coming out of Wait Till 10. Hey, I mean, they did very, very well in that match. I don't blame them. They say, do not give them these 2 tanks. We can handle the garage. But this time, it's interesting that they actually, like, did not ban Anduin. Okay, that makes sense, because they're going to take Anduin. So the Fun Police Anduin is making their appearance for Hot Like Summer. Not going to play, Bird Feather Boy. The Lad. But Varian going to the other side this time. It's taking that right away. Actually, no, they had Varian last time. So we got a little bit of a family dispute going on. Father versus son. Rin versus Rin. I feel like Varian's taunt should just, like, make Anduin go back to the Hall of Storms. Varian just runs in, go to your room! And just immediately Anduin just, boop! That wouldn't be unbalanced at all. I don't know what you're talking about. I keep saying this whenever I take over Here's the Storm, which is totally going to happen, don't you know? I'm going to put in a gag mode that just has a lot of, like, custom interactions like that. Falstad will be immune to Entangling Roots because he freaking flies. What do you want from me? Ragnaros will be immune to fire damage from Blaze. All kinds of just weird interactions. Not balanced at all, but funny. We do go ahead and have Genji being banned out by Wait Till 10. We did have Stoic once again on the Rat Boy. Meso's this time going with main tank Blaze. Let's fire it up. Why did I do that? I make bad decisions, everyone. You should know Dahaka is being banned out, though there still is not an offlaner pick. Here's the thing about Dragonshire. This... Never mind. I was going to say this makes sense to pick when you have map pick, because the offlane is so important, you can guarantee yourself last pick of the offlaner. But then Hannibal's like, I don't care. I'm going Do they think that Blaze is the offlane? Is that why they took Malthael so early? Because you can definitely take a pick to punish that Malthael. Heck, just put Raynor in the top lane and Malthael just cries all RT if you cry every time. Or, of course, my boy, Rexar. Rexar makes Malthael very, very, very sad. We have Tyrael in the... Okay. I'm cool, I'm cool. this is not the way I would have drafted this at all. Why don't these teams have me on them? I would carry this map.
Finally.
Ooh. And an Alarak. I do love me some Alarak. Alarak going to make things very, very, very uncomfortable for both Greymane and Junkrat. Junkrat does have the range to keep out of Alarak's range, but Greymane, if he goes in, will just suddenly find himself slightly away from his kill target and also silenced. This is the Discord strike. We're going to the game right now. Put your bets down. Who do you think is going to win? I unfortunately have to favor wait till 10 based on this draft. That Alarak, if played well, will just absolutely destroy it. Let's get in the game and find out.
Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me. And Raw to take the 3v1. Gets one. Looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
Looks like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
Oh, Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
That was really good.
All right, coming on the blue side of the battlefield, we do have Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Meso's leading the way. Did switch over to Tyrael, the Angel of Vengeance. We do going to have Stoic on the Junkrat, the Joker Junkrat. In addition to that, we do have Stitch coming in on the Blaze. T-Cat going to be on Greymane. And Hot Like Summer on the Lad, Anduin. I can't click on because Tyrael is really, really big. On the other side, representing Wait Till 10, winners of last game, we do go ahead and get the Tantrum playing Stukov, Ronan playing Varian. We do get Hannibal on that Malfield, Lady Ronan down at the bottom lane on the Chromie, and then we do go ahead and have, who did I not say? Iceman on the Alarak. Alarak. All right, nice engage. All 5 members in the middle here. Iceman gets booped a little bit forward. Not going to have a big engage. They may, yes, we do go ahead and have Greymane, who I just said would have a hard time against Alarak. That's going to be like, this is what I think about your hard time. Crack a boom. Once again, this early game where Varian's not a real hero. We just have Phoenix Rising Moonstone taking full advantage and going ahead and snapping a neck right as we start the battle. They are going to go down to the bottom lane first and foremost. But this is an engage that I'm not super happy with. I know when I'm Malfield, I have no fear of a Blaze, but you know what? Stitch here to show me why I should, apparently. And we have Varian being taken out down below. Just a minion, you see, and he's waiting to be down below, down below, down below.
Take control of the shrines.
You have the camp being picked up by a Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Meanwhile, on the other side of the battlefield, we have Lady Ronan. Does Dandy dance around with the mine? 1 second till shrine activation. Lady Ronan going to get this right quick. No one up top at the moment. We have double soak out with Hannibal. Stitch moving in. It does look like they are going in to try and invade their opponent's camp, and it will be successful. Ronan in the area, but is not a real boy yet. We do have Malfield about to take top camp as well, but will not be able to secure it because Mesos goes in and secures the bottom shrine. Giants are cleaned up, but only the Giants that were directly attacking the fort. Front wall is going down to Phoenix Rising. They already have level 4. They have almost a full level advantage right now. Definitely taking the advantage of this early game Varian. Doing maximum damage, maximum carnage. It's a car. You have T-Cat very, very, very low. And when he goes ahead and plays the fun police, says, okay, no. Now you stand over here. Go stand in the corner. Think about the damage you took. Ronan retaking the bottom shrine. They do have the ability to channel Dragon Knight. Right now we have Hannibal up here dealing a Stitch. This is kind of what I normally see in this matchup. Like, yes, Stitch can heal, but first of all, Malfield out damages that, and especially at level 10. Although, actually, at level 10, the Bunker can also come in, and Bunker has a very, very short cooldown.
Hero slain.
Stukov goes down as I'm sitting here talking about the offlane, because I'm an offlaner. I'm sorry. I have interests. Iceman does go ahead and get booped into oblivion. We have Meso's Discord Strike comes out, but the Iceman goes down once again. Once again, Alarak gets destroyed. Once again, into his thyroid. Okay, I don't think you'll have enough time. I think Malthael will get this done. Yep, indeed. I saw Malthael moving up there, and I was like, this is not going to be quite what we need to be. But they are not here. That was more of a distraction than a strategy. They're moving in. They're trying to go in and take this. Ronan is knocked very, very far out of position. The body blocks are out, but Ronan does slip through. He's played football before. He goes ahead and slips through the offensive line and is back to the safety of his own team. Going back and forth, we do have Mesos leading the way, trying to make sure to be able to push into this. Another battle up at the top. Stitch looking very, very, very low. Going back to stand on the healing point, but Hannibal not even, like, damaged at this point. Malthael does so well into, like, it has a hard time actually killing it because of Bunker. But you don't need to kill, you just need to inconvenience. Big engage up here. Ronan may be in a bit of trouble. Stitch is coming down. There is the taunt. Oh, Hannibal, what were you doing? Hannibal was just sort of like watching Ronan engage and being like, okay, maybe that's what he was worried about. Makes sense. That is very true, John. Fair play to the queen. Then we have TCAT going in and falling back. They do go in and get the front wall of Wait Till 10. Meanwhile, Wait Till 10 going ahead and be like, you know what? These siege giants are really cool when they're on our side. How about you guys stop being jerks and let us have our own freaking siege giants? Basically what I'm saying is the Phoenix Rising Moonstone is like that kid that goes to another birthday party and is like, oh, that's a really cool present, mine. And you're like, you can't just, I may be talking from personal experience. You can't prove anything though. We do have a big rotation in, all 4 members coming down to the bottom of the map. We do go in and get Iceman getting a lot of damage. Mesos going in there, trying to go ahead and put Iceman on ice. Instead, they are turning on to Lady Ronan. Lady Ronan does drop a time trap. It's going to go ahead and stop Stitch, but Lady Ronan very, very far out of position. A lot of people in the slowing stands, however. Very, very, very difficult to move in, move out. We have once again, oh my gosh, Lady Ronan. Okay, it does finally go down. Was just playing like, just playing Stitch like a fiddle and cutting the strings, except not really, because Lady Ronan did end up losing that fight, but it was amazing. Stitch goes back into the battle against Hannibal and then says, wait, why am I doing this? This was a terrible idea. Oh, for some reason I thought level 10 was had by Wait Till 10. But not yet. We do go ahead and get Sanctification, Personal Bullet, Rip Tire, Light Bomb, and Bunker Drop coming out of the side of Phoenix Rising, and we do get the bottom fort being destroyinated as well. Do go ahead and get Blaze taking top at the moment. Meanwhile, it does look like Wait Till 10 going to go ahead and get 10, so they are now online. They're now able to go. Pumped up, ready to go. Going to take this bottom camp. Also going to need to take Warbringer, Last Rites, Counter Strike, Slowing Stands, and Flailing Swipe. Hannibal in a little bit of trouble here. Going to try and move back, but here is TCAT going in for the engage. Yeah, I was like, that's not going to work. Hannibal living for days? I don't know why he didn't just leave, though. I mean, you saw, like, at least 3 people. However, meanwhile, we do have a push into the bottom. As the offlaners were having fun, the rest of the team is like, all right, I see an enemy fort, I'm going to wreck it. Just call me a Pixar villain. It's not really a villain. He was actually the main character of that movie. But you know what? Don't even worry about that. Also, they need to make a sequel to that movie. There definitely is not a sequel. No movie named Ralph Rex the Internet ever happened. I don't know what you're talking about. Clearly mythological. Do go to get a trade out, but they're actually staying here a little bit over long. They're losing the front wall of their fort. Nice bit of damage onto Stoic. Alarak going ahead and showing his value. Alarak is currently at 93% sadism. Do go ahead and hearth back. They have lost the entire front wall. There is now a very, very, very... Oh, There's Stitch. Stitch in a slightly the wrong place. Does go ahead and drop into the bunker. Comes out the other side, but there's the time trap that they were waiting for. They were expecting it. There's the talk coming down. Stitch gets a lot of damage. Signification comes out in order to save Stitch. They will go ahead and get out of that, and we have Greymane being killed on the other side. Break on through to the other side. Alarak mounts his contaminated snowflake. I don't even want to know how that works. When going through, there's Ronan. Ronan runs forward. Uses taunt, surprisingly enough. Ronan, you know you have no, like, allies, right? There's Lady Ronan once again being like, I don't even care that I'm made of paper. I'm going in and you can't stop me. Alright, we do go and have a kill from the Alarak. Alarak. Looking at this build so far, we do go and get Ruthless Momentum, followed up by Chaos Reigns, and 0 stacks. What? That has to be some W under. I've definitely seen Discord Strike hit heroes. We do have apply. Oh, that's right. It only counts whenever. It only gives like 0 out of 3. I remember now. Applied Force does come out. Counter Strike and Blade of the High Lord. Surprisingly enough, they actually go for this top fort. Make their top lane a little bit easier for the Maulfield. Make Blaze have nowhere to go. Dragon Knight is moving down. Gonna run straight into Greymane.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Yeah, this might not have been the best decision, Alarak. Just saying. Alright, 2 ults committed, but it does look like, oh, nice slowing stance. A lot of people having a hard time. Silence comes down, and they say, this is a big old choke. We don't like chokes, especially whenever we got Lady Ronan on the other side. Because Lady Ronan really likes chokes. Don't take that out of context. We do go ahead and get Tantrum over here. I'm going to go ahead and silence all the minions. The minions are like, we don't have spells. What are you doing? Alright, currently the only mercenary camp up on the map is this one. Definitely, we do go ahead and have Phoenix Rising move in, say they'll be coming here eventually, but they do show on the top of the map, so they know they're safe to take this at this point. We do have all of the heroes currently moving throughout the map. A little bit of pressure in the middle. Ronan taunts, but again, your allies aren't really here, my friend. However, there's a nice pull. Goes ahead and Discord strikes 2 people. We do have Maulfield goes ahead and gets the last rice. That is the first stack of last rice that's actually connected. Greymane goes down. It is 4 versus 5. We have Waitselton moving forward. Does not have any chill. Does not have any patience. And the Phoenix Rising going to go ahead and fall back. Tantrum going to go down here, check the bottom camp. And once again, want to silence everything. Only the spell power minion want to stay on it. Here comes Iceman.
Avenge my husband.
Alright, Greymane is up in 5 seconds. They are going to have to worry about their lanes as the bottom one is starting to be pushed by this mercenary camp. Mesos is up top, going ahead and grabbing this. Boop, boop. Yeah, but like Mesos needs to be a bit careful. That is a dangerous rotation, and indeed, Mesos goes in and gets popped. They don't go to the full brunt of the assault. Yeah, that was just a very, very dangerous rotation for Mesos to take, and he definitely found out. We'll just say he effed around and also found out. The other 4 members of Phoenix Rising Moonstone down here at the bottom of the map, moving back and forth, waiting to see what they can actually do. How they can move around. Alright. Once again, I do think that Stitch will get this channeled. No real chance of the Dragonite, but T-Cat in a lot of trouble. Does go in and pull up a Hot Like Summer. There is the second last rights hit, and then Hot Like Summer also going to be taken out. Malthael getting a twofer. 2 people down against Mesos on the wrong side of the battlefield. Iceman goes ahead and gets the silence in. Here comes Run from the other side. Taunt comes down. Tantrum goes down with the silence, and there is a third person down for Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Malthael going to go and get this top channel, and this is almost assuredly a Dragonite for Wait Till 10. If someone wants to channel it. I feel like the Angel really wants to be a dragon. He just wants to run the mythological gambit. After this, he's going to become a unicorn. Yeah, Tantrum's just casually taking cannonballs to the face. Like, whatever. If you go to Wait Till 10, Dragonite goes in and pushes through the bottom lane. That is traditionally the kill lane. Not the kill lane that you want on Tomb of the Battle Queen, but guess what? This is Dragonshire. They're going into the big old boot as Mesos is escorted away from the battlefield. That's escorting in dragon culture, don't you know? There is Taunt coming down, but this time Light Bomb comes out as well. How did that must have been a Junkrat boot. I was confused. A lot of damage to go through. We do have a Mesos going down one more time. Blaze in the middle of the backline. Dragonite goes forward. Malthael is out and ready to play. Does have last rights available. We do go in and get Blaze down. This may be the end of the game with 2 people down for at least 30 seconds. They're trying to push in. They don't have a wave with them at the moment. And it looks like they're slightly indecisive. We do go in and have 2 of them going down to get those ever important camps. So they do go ahead and abandon the quest for the core. Decide to go ahead and make the safe play, get 20, and then engage again. Speaking of 20, we do go ahead and have the Sand build coming out of Chromie. Piercing Sands, top off. Deadly Charge. Glory of the Alliance, and no one can stop death. Oh, yeah. My foot has gone to sleep. I wanted you all to know. So both, they do go ahead and get both Siege Giants. I think one has already been cleaned out because I don't see it anymore. And they're just going ahead and putting a maximum effort into clearing the bottom lane. Their opponents are not quite 20 yet, but they'll get it momentarily. Not sure I agree with the Malthael coming over here and getting a camp right now. Like, it's about to be a 20 versus 20 fight, and you have a lot of pressure bottom lane. I feel like if you pushed in with this, you could have possibly guaranteed the fight before your opponents got 20.
Power gathers within the shrines. Seize them and become the new Dragon Knight.
We do go and have Stitch in the middle of the bushes. Unable to be seen by the opponents. Does go ahead and see Iceman going down here. Iceman is standing on top of a mine, but he doesn't know that. Malthael up here in the top lane, clearing things out for this oncoming mercenary camp, and is going to go ahead and capture this shrine in about 2 seconds when it activates. Dragonite available, but all 5 members of Phoenix Rising Moonstone moving here into the middle. This is an unfavorable engagement for the time being. All right. We do have the bottom actually taken. There is the Light Bomb going in. Mesos going in for the engage, but a lot of damage to the backline. We do have Ally being taken out by Blaze, first and foremost. That is an advantage for Phoenix Rising Moonstone. They're coming in for the comeback. They're looking at Hannibal, trying to go in there, trying to take the Angel of Death out of here. There's the stun, and we do have Hannibal going down, but Angel of Death, it was taken at level 20, and Hannibal comes right back. Can only do that a little bit, though. So not going to be able to do that again for at least 2 minutes. And of course, Alarak is still down. Stoic in the middle of a lot of trouble. Drops a lot of bombs. A Tantrum almost goes down, but you know who does go down? It is Stoic. It is now 1 for 1, and we do have Hannibal on the hunt. Wants vengeance. Wants terrible vengeance and ferocious anger. We do go ahead and have Stoic being a little bit... Stoic, stop rotating by yourself through the middle, my friend. There is Hotline Summer being like, Mesos, get over here! I'm scared for you! And I'm scared for him too. Alarak is back on the field. We are still 30 seconds away from Stoic, and it does look like we possibly have another Dragonite coming up. The Phoenix Rising Moonstone are not in position to take the bottom shrine. Mesos. I know you're a tank, but I fear. Nice 3-person light bomb though coming through. Root comes down onto the Stukov. Mesos is right in the middle of their entire team. Rodent in the backline, going ahead and trying to get there. There is the Last Rites. The Last Rites is red. Tyrael goes down. That is a advantage for Wait Till 10 as Grayman also goes down. Stitch goes inside the bunker, is out. The taunt comes down. Going to be unstoppable, but not going to be unkillable as the damage just mounts up. Stitch going to go ahead and boop, boop, boop. 3 people down. This is definitely an opportunity to end the game for Wait Till 10. This will be game number 2 for them and the series, if they can go ahead and pull it off. Chromie moving forward. The baby dragon became a much, much bigger dragon. Look at the size of this thing. Core is under attack. They do go ahead and go forward. Shields are down, and the core is actually taking damage. As Billin goes down, the entire game is going to move on into the sunset. We do go in. If Hot Like Summer drops a light bomb, catches 2 people with a stun, but the real problem is the Dragonite. The Dragonite continues to just hammer away at this core. GG is called, and game number 2 and the series do go in favor of Wait Till 10. So let me go and see if I can get you guys an interview right quick. Alright, I have asked them. We'll see if any of them jump into a lobby with me. Until then, let's go ahead and start going over a couple of these stats. We do go ahead and have, in terms of the overall stats that we can see, healing-wise, Tantrum doing very, very, very well when it comes to the healing, 93,000. And it looks like we do have a Ronin coming in here. Hello, hello, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Kind of a gimme question to start us out. How are you guys feeling right now?
Pretty good, yeah. Yeah, got a little history with that team. We played each other last season. We beat them in the season. They beat us in the playoffs. So we definitely wanted to come out with a win here. So feels good.
So what I'm hearing is that you're really hoping not to run into them to the playoffs because you've once again beat them during the season?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good right now, so we'll play whoever we get.
So you did end up with map pick for both of these maps. Is there any specific reason you wanted a Dragonshire and Tomb?
Not really. We just kind of looked around and pointed and said that one looks cool, and we did it. So, yeah.
Well, you certainly play them very, very well. A lot of comfort evident on the way that you approach that map. Really both of them. Both games you did go Varian, and you struggled quite a bit to get to level 4 because that's what Varian does.
Oh yeah, the old struggle. I love it. Yeah, we fed pretty hard early game, both games, but we decided to actually, I guess, get our heads together and play smarter. So that's what we did. Yeah, they were wrecking us the early game. Oh my god. But we just told each other, wait till 10, right? Just wait till 10. Got our 10s. Bam, came back.
And you most certainly did. Both games kind of played out kind of what I would expect, at least once you had 10. I know I've asked you before, but is that the reason your name Wait Till 10 is just because you, at least at one point, had a tendency to overcommit early game. You're like, just hold back. We're better when we have our big buttons.
Yeah, that's a hard yes. So we just want to fight all game, but we just have to be patient. And once we get the 10s, then we're good to go.
Yeah, both games were relatively quick games. Game 2 was a respectable 20 minutes, but Game 1 was like 13. Like, both teams were just out for blood. You were just like, I'm going to go to Stum and Spider Queen, and I'm going to draft a hard engage comp and kill them. And they're like, well, we're going to drive a hard engage comp and kill you. So
yeah, that was a very interesting fight dynamic there. It was just, don't die, try to get a kill. If you get a kill, keep going. So that was the game plan.
So I do have to ask, in game number 2, it was very interesting that you guys ended up picking the Malthael on your second phase instead of waiting until the very last. Were you just that confident that Blaze was not going to be the main tank, or what made you do that?
I don't know. He just liked the way, how we played in the first game with Malthael. He felt, pretty good about it. So he was like, oh, just run it again, see what happens. And he's good on that map, can double soak if need be.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Though, I'll be the first to say that my armchair captaining was like, where is Rexar? And I was very sad.
Yeah, no Rexy this time.
Aww.
Maybe next time.
So the only other question that I really have is that, so towards the, I'd say 75% of the way through that game, you got 3 kills on them, and it looked very, very indecisive, whereas half of your team was going to core, and the other half was going back to camps.
Yeah, I was like, guys, we have no siege. Like, we have Chromie, and that's it. Like, I don't think we're going to end by the time the timers come back up. So, yeah, we just decided to leave and work the map. And seemed to work out pretty well.
Oh, absolutely. So those are all the questions that I thought of while I was watching this. Let me go ahead and turn it over to you for any shout-outs that you want to give.
Just shout-outs to the team. Everyone played the roles really well. Other than my feeding in the very beginning. Yeah, I need to work on that a little bit. But shout-outs to the other team. They're always a tough team to play. We got to think very carefully about when to engage and when not to, so props to them. And that's about it. And thank you for casting, of course.
Of course.
I
don't get to cast as much as I used to because life gets busy, but I'm very glad to be able to pick this up. It's been a while.
Yeah, for sure. It has been a while, so glad you're back.
So I'll try and pick you up again. No promises. I'm kind of everywhere. But
yeah,
sure. Good luck in the future. Good luck in the playoffs, assuming you get there. After a performance like this, I assume that you will, but you know what they say about assuming?
Right, exactly. We'll get there, though. I'm not worried about it. We'll get it.
But I'll let you enjoy the after party. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
All right. Have a good one.
As for me, my name is Raka. You might be able to guess that from right over there. I do a lot of Heroes of the Storm casting here. If you want to catch more games, follow this channel. If you want to find out when I'll be casting and what games, follow either my Twitter at Irakov2 or my Discord. The Discord link is down below, or you can hit !Discord in the chat. Mark your calendars. In the beginning part of May, I will be doing a charity drive the weekend of the 6th, 7th, and 8th. So look forward to that. Lots of crazy things happening there. Mostly just killing bosses all weekend, but you know what? That's pretty crazy because I'm not that good a player. And we're going to go ahead and raid over to Bankai. Bankai is currently casting FF and the Pancakes versus 30 Seconds to Mosh, so good game, good luck, and I will see you there.